I want to bring you guys a quick in case you missed it. This is out of Vandalia, Illinois. Her name is Kylie Toberman, 13 years old. Now, some articles did say she was 14, so she's between 13 and 14. She was a promising young wrestler at Vandalia High School. She was reported missing on the morning of Friday, November 14th or so, just a couple days ago. Her body would later be discovered that afternoon inside an RV parked behind a home that she shared with her mother and her sisters. Her step-uncle, Arnold Rivera Jr., 43 years old, who lived in that RV, was a caretaker for the girl. That is what the article stated, was her caretaker. Now, I don't know if he was the caretaker overall or just the caretaker for that time, but he was the caretaker for not only Kylie, but the sisters, is what these articles, several articles, are stating. He has been charged with first-degree murder, aggravated criminal SA, and concealing a homicidal death. They say he strangled her inside that RV with jumper cables and then placed her inside a tote. So again, he has been arrested. Now, he actually has prior criminal SA charges. He abused a child in 2000. Now, I will definitely bring more to this story as more information develops, because you know when a story first comes out, sometimes it can be clouded, though this happened, a few days ago. Some information might be incorrect, or there might be a lot more information added. Now, there was a woman, and this is the video. Now, from what it states, it sounds like this is the woman who was in a relationship with, they call him BJ. They call Arnold Rivera Jr. BJ. So I believe this woman is the wife or the girlfriend of this man, and she is going to share a recording. Now, unfortunately, the first part of the recording is music. I hope I don't get a copyright for that. I guess she did it for like a dramatic feel, but honestly, it didn't need a dramatic feel. This whole entire story is dramatic enough. So I'm going to play that for you. And all I'm going to say is definitely justice for Kylie, this little teenager that seemed like, from what I listened to, seemed like she was abused, daily, a lot by this man, and that people knew, and nobody did anything about it until her life unfortunately ended for whatever reasons. So it's sad, but we know that stuff like this happens a lot.
My name is Paige Stone, and I'm here to tell Kylie Toberman's story. On Friday, November 14th at 2 o'clock Indiana time, I received the devastating phone call that you're about to hear.
What do you mean lost it?
I just lost it.
Don't do nothing stupid. My kids need you, BJ.
They ain't gonna have me in prison, so don't. They're better off collecting my Social Security. So, you just please stress to them that I am totally sorry, and I know they'll never forgive me, and that's all right. But tell them we love them, and for what it's worth. So.
Does your mom know?
She does.
So who's at the house right now?
I don't think nobody is right now. I think they went up to school.
Alright. Well, I'm on his way back. He's an hour and 40 minutes from Vandalia.
Alright. Please tell my kids I am fucking sorry.
I will. You mean
You tell him I love him. Is Isaac out of school?
Yeah, he's been trying to call me.
received that call, I called Vandalia Police Department and told them what he has told me and to look for him. Because at that time, I felt like he was going to kill himself because of what he's done. And at that time, I'm thinking about my 4 children. When I called Donna, the first thing she said when she answered the phone was, "How do you know?" To me, I felt like she was never going to tell me. I instantly left work and drove down to Vandalia, Illinois, which is a 3-hour drive for me. When I got there, I was told that Kylie went missing Thursday night. The last anybody seen of her was around 9 o'clock. The next day, Friday, at 6:30 in the morning, BJ reported her missing. At 5 o'clock that morning, he called his mom and said Kylie didn't come home last night. Donna said her phone was off the night before, that she turned on her phone at 5 o'clock Friday morning, and she got a text from BJ saying that she needed to call. When she called, he had told her Kylie did not come home the night before, so she told him to report her missing. When he reported her missing, that's when Donna Cat ended up coming down, and Donna had to report her missing because she's the legal guardian of Kylie. Donna gets down to Vandalia, reports her missing. BJ and Donna decided to go shopping. They went to Walmart, they ran errands, and so whatever the case may be. Donna said that BJ showed no signs. He was normal. When they went to search the RVs to see if she was in there, the small RV was locked. When they went to call BJ and asked him for the keys, nobody heard from BJ. That's when the detectives opened the door, walked in, and told everybody to get back. I'm assuming that's the time that he knew he was caught and he took off. That's when he decided to call me and tell me what he has done. Let's go back to 11 months ago, back in January. In January, I had reported him to DCFS multiple times because of the living conditions of the house he was in at that time and the concerns I had about Kylie Toberman. My daughter, Avion, was the biggest advocate for that girl. Kylie would tell my daughter would tell me, and I would report it to DCFS. DCFS told me there was nothing they can do until Kylie spoke up. There was comments even made back then that what is it going to take for someone to believe her or us? Either she's going to get pregnant or she's going to end up dead. Now she's dead. The system has failed Kylie Toberman. The system has failed my kids to protect them. That whole family, Tobermans and Rivera, is monsters. They have sat up there in court right along with BJ and looked me dead in my eye and said lies after lies after lies and stood next to that man for years. Kylie's story needs to be told. I would not be silenced anymore.
So before I close this video out concerning Kylie, she was living with her adopted mother and her 2 sisters in that Illinois town. And from what, the woman prior to this video here was speaking, she said that this family is horrible. The Riveras and the Toberman are horrible. They all knew about it. And I mean, we know stuff like that happens. We are waiting for, a great many of us, we're waiting for the Naziah situation, unfortunate situation with Jarvis Butts, where we knew the whole entire family knew. The whole entire family knew that she was pregnant. We know this. I don't know why people bypass stuff like this and they act like things didn't even happen. And from what I'm understanding, please correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm understanding is Pat, I believe her name was Pat, they shared children together and she knew something wasn't right and she was, telling the authorities and nobody was doing anything about it. So I don't think she was steadily in a relationship with her children's father. I didn't hear that part. Even though you know something's not right, you still probably don't want your children's father to be hurt or harmed, or think he would hurt or harm in this type of way, in killing a child, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's terrible. It's terrible. I looked into a little bit more about Kylie Toberman, and she was 14. I believe she was 14. They're saying she was not only a promising young wrestler, she had started in junior high school, and she had been recently voted as the team's most improved wrestler. So this is something that she really wanted to do. So she was athletic. Now, the thing is, when you have to tell authorities that somebody has done something to you, and it was SA, it was assault, who knows? Rivera might have been, acting like he was her boyfriend type deal, brainwashing her, or he could have been threatening her. He could have been doing a combination of both, saying you'll go back into the system. She may also have been embarrassed by it. It was probably a multitude of things in this little girl's head. I don't know exactly what was going on in her head, but I don't think she wanted to be intimate with this 43-year-old man, a man old enough to be her father. And they have to look at, this is a developing story once again. They have to look into the sisters. I don't know their ages right now, but if they weren't being SA then, it was probably going to come up in the future, because it seems like he just didn't care. In 2000, he did it, ages between 9 and 16, and he's back at it again. And who says he even stopped? He just might not have gotten caught or told on, it's disgusting. I hate that he was even around her. So once again, I will continue with the story if any additional information comes out. And I hate the way these articles word this. A caretaker for the girl and the sisters. He should not have been taking care of a damn plant, seriously. Well, yeah, I'd rather him take care of a plant than like a dog, because, I don't think you can SA a plant, but you can a dog, and we know that. Just disgusting. I can't imagine what this little girl went through. Her mom says she loved animals, of course she loved her sports, and she was sassy, funny, and something happened there. I didn't look into that, where she was now adopted out, but obviously her mother still was in her life. Her biological mom was still in her life. And lastly, I also found this picture. It is Kylie, and they said this is her father. I believe his name is Jason, and he had passed away as well. So, they're saying they hope they are together. I don't know, how he passed away, but obviously, this young girl had some tragedies in her life, and it didn't help. Her quote-unquote caretaker was the one that ended her life.